That music is the theme song for what we have experienced over the last 2 or 3 weeks of Rocket Lab. That gets us hyped. We are rising tides. We are just exploding out. We're going to 50. We're going to 50 very soon.
Oh, bro. 50 by Friday. I'm gonna be eating my hat. I'm gonna put my blender right here, bro. And I'm gonna hit it
Oh,
like
oh
let's beat it back.
yes.
And I'm gonna eat my hat, bro. I'm gonna have to wash my hat, bro, tomorrow because this thing might happen any minute now. So I'm not
Bro,
kidding. Getting my
if
blender ready.
yeah, bro, you're getting your blender ready, and I'm numbing up my arm for my tattoo because
You gotta get
I
the
didn't
arm
I didn't
ready.
make promises. I didn't make promises, and we're getting very very close to not just meeting but exceeding those those goals we set. Look look back a year from now, man. We're around
Oh, it's
$4.
crazy.
It is absolutely insane. Everyone out there that bought early, believed, kept buying when they dropped down, congratulations. I hope you're all celebrating. I'm celebrating. Uh, Thanks for
Yeah.
everyone tuning in. This is the Hustle Brothers Live. I'm Chris. This is Francisco. As you guys all know, we're filling in for Liam, who is still on vacation, having way too much fun.
Hmm.
Uh, we are going to bust his balls when he gets back. But to be fair, he's working on some really cool projects. He really is. As always, we've got some awesome guests coming up, really cool guests coming up soon. But in the meantime, you're stuck with me and Francisco. We do have Jacob and Brett coming on later on this evening on the Wednesday Weekly on Spaces. We'll be in the chats. We'll have some fun there. But until then, yeah, we just want to jump on here, man.
Yeah.
Just have some
What we're
fun. Have
talking
some
about
fun.
today? This is. You forgot to say welcome to what is it that we're betting on now? Welcome to Liquor House.
Yes,
YHC.
yes.
That's what we're in nowadays. Oh man, it's getting wild out there with these guys from Rocket Lab. I guess that's what happens when you got a bunch of guys become millionaires. Huh? They don't have anything else but to have fun with their money. Let's go buy
Hey,
a boost company. They're buying a boost company. These
the
guys are
best thing
going
is,
wild.
yeah, bro, it's the best thing because you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You want to be the dumbest person in the room and learn from everyone around you. So, yeah, to everyone in the chats, thank you. As always, you guys are amazing. As a matter of fact, we have most of you on here on a daily, but yeah, that's been a lot of fun to keep up with. Uh, Best of luck moving forward. I see a lot of potential, a lot of potential. Uh, it's a
Wow.
community, right? We all work together, and again, man, rising tides lift all boats. It's been a great few days.
Man, it's been fun. I think these guys are having so much fun that I think in a way, like I think people got bored of Rocket Lab just going up $2, $3 every day lately. They're looking for something, how to get the dopamine shot from something else, and they're looking at all these penny stocks and like I think just making plays on them. I don't know. I mean, it's fun. I'm jumping on it too. I'm like, oh, whatever. Let's have
Well,
some
it makes
fun.
sense. It
We
makes
know
sense,
Rock
right?
Club is going up anyways at this point. I think it's just going to keep climbing. So let's have
Exactly, and
fun
it's
with
not
something
that we
else.
didn't. We've been waiting on this for 2 years. We saw this coming. To be fair, we
Mhm.
did. We've seen this coming. That's why when it
Yeah.
dropped back down to $3, $4, we were like, screw it, we're gonna buy more because
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw the
100%.
potential. Now we're just like, all right, well, it's a little early and maybe we're a little bit overvalued, but you know what? This is awesome. This is awesome. So yeah, while the
Yeah.
rest of the world is catching up to us,
Yeah.
now we're looking at the next best thing. And that's the beauty of having this community is that
Yeah.
there's so many strengths, so many people in there like, hey man, check this out. Check this out. Yeah, we all love Rocket Lab. We all love space. But yeah, definitely get yourself into a strong community that has your best interest in mind and has their own best interest in mind and are willing to give out just awesome information. You guys are great. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, man, this is just crazy. I don't even know what to think about. It is amazing though. Like we talk about this, Chris, that Rocket Lab future was gonna hit 50. We definitely did, but I didn't see this coming this fast, man. Or I don't know. I guess it's not that fast because we've been in Rocket Lab for what, for 3, 4 years now. But I didn't see it
Well,
in a few months. I think what happened was Trump and Elon Musk they supercharged the stock with their fighting. And hey, I'm not complaining. That was a catalyst nobody saw coming.
no one saw that catalyst coming. That was just outside of the box. But we did see all these other things ramping up, and where most of the, you guys know, I call them analysts. Now all of a sudden, Bank of America is going, oh well, we should put Rocket Lab valued at 50. Well, where were you 2 years ago? Where were you? That's what we thought 2 years ago. This is not a surprise to most investors. It's a happy revolution, happy recognition. So again, you look at not just Palantir or Rocket Lab, space overall, having this community. And again, whether it's man, I can't even say half the stuff that happened in the chats today because I got to keep stuff, private. I love you guys,
But the
but
shots,
yeah, man,
I can't
I
keep
shout
up
out,
with the shots, bro.
dude. I can't even shout out people because they're like, "Hey, man, that's too much information." But thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome.
Man, yeah, we're having a blast, man. I'm happy for the whole community, and we made so many friends, bro. Like in my shot on X. I mean, I wake up early in the morning and my shot is just blowing up. By the time I get on it, it's like I'm in so many groups and so many people just hitting me up. This guy just called me actually like 10 minutes ago, like before we got on. Stock meets. You know that you know him.
Yeah, yeah. Stock meetup is great, man.
I was
We've had him on
actually
here.
on the phone with him like 10, 15 minutes ago. Like he hit me up. We were talking about some stuff. I mean, I made so many friends, but it's like, man, it's hard to keep up with all these people. Now I got like all the Rocket Lab friends, but it's all fun. It's good. And I'm happy for
Bro,
everyone.
we had a crazy storm here yesterday, and it knocked out all the power, and that's why I couldn't go live yesterday because I had no power to my phone. And I woke up this morning, and I woke up to messages from you and from Jacob and Johnny and probably 30 other people. But um, uh, Jacob, bro, Jacob donated $100 to the Hustle Brothers and the Haste
Mhm.
Club program. Um, uh, Man, that's not why we do this, but it's very appreciated. It's very well respected. We love you for it. It's amazing. I can't say enough because you guys have stepped up with Liam being out of town. Yesterday, I couldn't come on live, and you and we call him, it's Jacob, but we call him Jacob. It's with a Y because we love
Yeah.
him. Yeah, Jacob, exactly, man. That's our boy. He'll be on again in about hour and a half. Um, but yeah, man, it's a community thing here, man. We do nothing great alone. We do it together. So thanks always. But yeah, man, Rock Lab to 50,
No problem,
54, 56 next week. Maybe a
man.
small pullback, but man, this is crazy.
Yeah. Man, I told you, like, as soon that within hours of like Elon Musk and Trump fighting, I changed my what was it, my target price from 50 to infinity because I'm like, I keep saying that, like, bro, this thing, I don't know where it's gonna go. We're gonna hit 50 no time here, and I don't know where we're gonna find. It's hard to tell. It is so hard to tell now. And then we got August right around the corner. The pad is gonna be opening up. We're gonna start seeing Neutron stuff like a Wallops pretty soon. We got August 7. We got that earnings call. We got that stockholders meeting the 27th of August. It's just, and in the middle of all that, anything can happen. They're
You're
gonna probably
exactly
drop
right.
rates can
You're
drop, and that's gonna be bringing the stock up because
you're
rates for
you're
Rocket are
exactly
always
right,
good.
bro. hundred
Then
percent right.
then we can announce like a SDA contract. I mean, all kind of crazy stuff can happen, and this thing can just get out of control. So at this point, I don't know what the target price it is for me. That's why I'm like, you know what, infinity. That's why I did back in June. I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. Don't ask
All
me.
right, so all right, no, all right. Let's be fair. Let's be realistic here. Okay, so we were talking about this about 6 8 months ago as far as target price around mid 40s, high 40s, low 50s, maybe, if they hit X, Y, and Z. But the market itself had to start recognizing Rocket Lab as a viable and honest company. Now they're starting to do that. They're still behind. They're still behind. And now all of a sudden we have SpaceX, 4-star generals going out and visiting with Beck. We have the Golden Dome coming up. So yes, to a lot of investors, we look overvaluated right now at 47, 48. And you and I have both said, yep, we can see 50, 54 in the next week or two. It sounds crazy. But if we get just 10% of these contracts coming out of the Golden Dome or Space Force, who we already work with, who needs us more than honestly, we need other people. There's not a lot of launch companies. There's just there's just not a lot of opportunity out there. So
that's the thing. When we get Neutron going, I mean, if Neutron gets going, which I think is gonna get going pretty quick, and people might think that I'm crazy, but you guys gotta remember, we have how many launches with Electron already? We're about to hit 70. Like 69 is gonna be a haste, but every time a rocket goes up, that's data for their database. It's more data. That's priceless. They put a photon up there, and they can move the thing and insert like these satellites in the right like orbits, and it's just crazy because all that stuff they're just collecting all this data, and I'm sure that it's all gonna benefit like Neutron. So I think once Neutron gets going, it's gonna scale up pretty quick, and we should be able to put a flatalizing all kind of stuff pretty quick up there. I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be quick. What do you think? What do you think? Well, after the first one, you think it's gonna take a while, or you think they're gonna get it going pretty fast?
no, I think it's going to scale faster than most of us realize. I really do.
Mhm.
We already have a minimum of scalability for the next 3 to 5 years based on current contracts that were given to us, what, a year, 18 months ago, mostly based on Space Force. And that's before the Space Force got the 24 billion freaking dollars
Mhm.
allotted to them just recently. And then again, you bring the Golden Dome, and they're working with a lot of great partners like the Kratos, who needs their launch. EAS, Canada, a lot of these companies or countries need their launch. And once Neutron comes online, if we have a large degree of success on initial launch, then we're going to look at very big contracts coming in very fast, very
Well,
fast.
100%. I agree.
Yeah, we'll
100%.
see scalability like more than double, way
100%.
more than double. Again, what Jacob said. What if Haste is just what if it's just a test program for Neutron? They're getting all this data. They're getting all this massive data from the Haste launches
Yeah.
that they can use for Neutron. And
I mean,
then
not only
instead,
it's the Electron too, and I think the photon, but people don't really think about that. But every time they like firing that thing, that Curry engine up there and moving that thing around in space, that's all data. That's all stuff that is gonna be used for Neutron to insert all the satellites, the bigger satellites. That's just data, man, and it's just gonna help. So every launch is just it's more experience that we're collecting all together, and it's just gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off like big, I think.
it's easy to overlook the data. There's a
Mhm.
reason why they're building all these data centers. A lot of them right here in Virginia. There's a reason why they're
Mhm.
doing that. Look at Tesla's FSD. It's all based on collecting data, information, and
Mhm.
growing and AI services. There's a little bit of AI going into Rocket Lab, at least right now. I'm sure they're going to get
Yeah, yeah.
probably
I mean,
more into that in the future.
yeah.
But yeah, those data service centers, man, it's
Mhm.
a lot bigger, and that brings us back to Mynaric, way back to
Yeah.
Mynaric, because that information has to be sent down to the data service centers. Yeah, maybe we got some cloudy days or whatever, but eventually that information will get sent down.
Right, right, right.
Um, yeah, all day long, all day long.
Mhm.
Uh, Sorry guys, I haven't been on here for like a day or two, and I've just been like uh, no
No,
option, but just do a lot of research and stuff. And I'm sure I'm repeating some things, but again, if you're a new investor, this is the kind of stuff you want to know about. Um, but yeah,
like
yeah, data centers are going to be big, man. Very, very big
like
on data
Q.
centers.
Now that you talk about that, I on Q closed their acquisition with they finished the acquisition with Capella yesterday. And for
I
some
did. I
reason,
saw that.
like we're a little bit bullish on that. We think that IronQ is going to be working with Rockslab. At the very, very least, it's going to be launches for Neutron, I think, but maybe data centers, who knows, something. With like Sponge, what is his Sponge Rob? Like he's very bullish on Neutron for this year with the FCC license and Sir Peter Beck letter looking strong at 2025 launch still. Yeah, I think we might get it. Oh, what Space the River was here with me yesterday. He was helping me out. But what we both set a date that we think Neutron's gonna launch this year. I picked
Really?
December 13. He picked December 9. What do you think, Chris? When do you think is gonna be the launch? Neutron first launch?
Mid November.
I mean, no, you have
Mid
to give me a
November.
date, bro. Has to be a date.
All right. So we'll say November.
I'll write
Let's
it
say around
down.
the 17th. November 17th. I think we'll get at least a wet dress rehearsal.
When
Or
you
have
said
kind of launch. But yeah, November 17th. I'm looking at mid November.
November 17. All right. I said December 13 and space the river that says December 9. Let's
You
see.
guys are chickens, man. You guys are playing it safe. I'm trying to look. I was the guy that said, "Hey, we're gonna get a delay," and everybody roasted me. But I still think it's gonna be this year. Um, I'm not thinking September, and not because of wallops or anything like that. Again, I think it's because of the engine. Once we have confirmation, we get some videos on the Archimedes engine, man, we're gonna be golden. I, I, I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then the stock falls and I can buy more.
Yeah.
I, I'm not worried about December, November,
No.
early, first quarter or second quarter of next year. I'm thinking 3 to 5 years from now because they're not going
Yeah.
to fail. Overall, they're not going to fail.
I think whenever we get a launch, if the market keeps being this positive, it's gonna. I don't even know what's gonna happen when Neutron shows up on the pad. This thing can double up. Yes on that, because it is crazy. But all your analysts that you like, for some reason, even too recently, like they think that Rocket Lab is a freaking rocket launch company. These people don't go into the details into seeing that they're like everything one-stop shop space company, and it is crazy how many people just think that Rocket Lab is only a launch company. So I mean, a
Well,
lot
to
of
be
people are waking up, like you said earlier. People are waking up and they're realizing the Rocket Lab. There's more to the story than just an electron launch, and I think that's why you're seeing the stock also getting a lot of attention. People are waking up to it.
well, to be fair, if you're new into the stock, um, yeah, we're at a high valuation. 36, 38 is probably more fair if you want to be honest. Um, just based on what most analysts aren't paying attention to. If you're just looking at launch and some of the space systems, yeah, you're around 36, 38, somewhere in that range. But the reason why Francisco and I both see it going above 50 the next week or so is because we believe it's been undervalued for at least a
Right.
year or more.
Oh yeah.
At least a year or more. And again, they're not going to wait 6 or 8 months to start announcing these Golden Dome projects and new projects in Space Force. Trump wants to get this done in the next 3.5 years. Space Force is going to be directly involved with a lot of the Golden Dome stuff. Again, there's a reason why the 4-star general was in New Zealand, meeting with Beck and the higher ups. That stuff doesn't happen for just no good reason.
I
It's
tell you
not
what
random.
happens when those visits happens. They go to a conference room and they sit, they talk about the company and what their plans are. There's probably a meeting that went down for a couple hours. Maybe they talk about their future missions and what Rocket Lab can provide for them. And maybe the general talk about what they want in the future. And then they did a tour around the Rocket Lab factory and Rocket Lab like launch pads. That's really what happened. I can guarantee.
Also, I think you can tell me this too. He's also looking for what they need moving forward in the future as far as development and infrastructure.
100%.
So
100%.
if he says, we need this and this and this, and Beck's going to go, all right, we can do that, no problem, but we need X amount of dollars to,
Correct.
build. Exactly.
That's a great point, Chris, because Dave, I forgot his last name, was he's really into, I don't know if he worked for NASA, I think he did. Very smart guy that was talking to us about orbits and stuff like that a few nights ago. He mentioned that Rocket Lab will need a second pad somewhere else for Neutron so we can get to different orbits, I guess. And that's something that Peter Beck can say, oh, you guys want that? Like, all right, you guys can give me $300 million and we can build a pad. I mean, it's not that expensive if you ask me. They can build something real quick. And it's not that's not a lot of money for the government. $300 million is not a lot. So
it's also not a lot of money for the ESA. And they want to expand out, and they want to be a part of the Golden Dome. I mean, look at some of the regulations under the tariffs. I don't know if you guys read the tariffs. Yes, I'm a nerd, and I will read a 300-something page document if I think it's going to benefit me as far as an investor. And yeah, there are contingencies within those tariffs that says, hey, look, we want to build this Golden Dome, and you want to be a part of it, so you need to invest in it. Well, there's 3 or 4 people that can launch anything. Look what just happened recently. I mean, now we're looking at SpaceX is delivering Kyper satellites in orbit. Direct competition, but there's a reason. There's got to be a reason for that. A bigger reason for that. It's not. Look, if you're going to deliver for your competition, then there's going to be some kind of underlying promise of possibly more money down the line. In my opinion,
well,
that's just my opinion.
If Neutron was flying already, and well, not only flying, but if we like had the factory going like and built and had a few Neutrons flying, they would be flying on Neutron, not SpaceX, 100%. Because like I don't think that they would want to put all their satellites there. And same thing with ASTS. I think if we had Neutron going, ASTS, Kyper, all these other satellites will be flying on Neutron. So we just got to get this baby going, build a few of them, and start like landing them. That's the other thing. Once they get them going, and we can land some of them, and that's it. It's over. It's gonna be up from there.
Yeah, and it goes back into the stock price. People are they're overlooking the fact that the majority of Neutron is reusable. The majority of it is reusable. So with each launch, our profit is going to go up with every launch. Every launch. So yeah, we might seem a little bit overvaluated right now, but I still think that the overall markets are missing the bigger picture.
Yeah, well, I agree with Bass C and C. Yeah, I was gonna say that. It just went through my head. Yeah, they did. One of the reasons that Amazon is launching with SpaceX is because they don't have any other option. The deadline is coming up quick, and they have to have X amount of satellites up in space. Like that's for the license for the FCC license. They have to have X amount of satellites by X date. I don't know the date exactly, but I know that he's right.
Well, that's going to be the only real competitor.
Yeah.
If you look forward to the next 3 to 5 years, yes, we see Firefly about to IPO. They're going to build out in Wallops.
Man, Firefly. I mean, I don't know what to think about that. What do you think? Because Firefly. Let me look Google them. When was the last launch? Like they had a failure, And they have really only like one or two, right? Successful launches. They want to say they have more, but they didn't. They put satellites in space, but lower than the orbit that they were supposed to be in, and the satellites came back in. And for me, that's not a successful launch. They want to say there it is, it's not. And they had a big failure last time around, and they haven't even announced the next one. I don't know. That's a hard sell for me. I'm not putting any money
Oh,
into it.
I'm 100% behind you. 100% behind you. And because of the fact that you and I see eye to eye and we talk daily, um, guess what? We are currently working on getting the CEO of
Mhm.
Firefly on here for a live interview. And without beating the guy up, and you know,
I mean, that's
we're
fine.
more laid, we're more laid back here. We try to have fun. But at the same time, we're gonna ask him a few questions. And that's what we have you for, Francisco.
And then
Um,
that's fine too, because like I know he's the newer CEO. A lot of this stuff happened on the latest CEO, the previous CEO, and excuse me, yeah, that previous CEO, he did a lot of damage, I think, to their brand, and things were
but
not
it,
going
but
the right way. But
but
like this new CEO, I don't know. It'll be good for him to come here and like maybe go to the Spaces investors on X on Wednesday nights and just go around and talk to the retail investors. I think that'll be good.
yeah, exactly, dude. I've looked him up. And I gotta tell you, man, he kind of reminds me of Noto from SoFi. I don't know why, but he does. Um, he's very calculated. Doesn't say a lot. Kind of like
Right.
Beck. Beck doesn't say a lot, but you gotta kind of read in between the lines. But the guy knows his stuff. If
Yeah.
anyone's gonna make Firefly succeed, I think this guy is probably in a great position to be in the right driver's seat to make that happen.
And he was in
And
the Air
yeah,
Force, so I kind of have to like him just because he was in the Air Force.
100% behind you. I mean, you know my background, bro. I'm 100%
Yeah,
behind you.
that's
Yeah,
your
it's
son
just like
investment.
that eVTOL company, Hover. That guy was Air Force. And they're looking strong, bro. They're looking to look very strong.
Which one? Which
Um,
one? Archer or
Hover.
Joby?
Yeah, no, Hover. HOVR. Hover.
Over.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Hustle Brothers had them on. The actually CEO of Hover about a month or so ago, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Um, But that's what we try and do here, man. Be open minded, have some fun, be laid back. Don't ask them all the. If I had Beck on here right now, I wouldn't go, hey, when is Neutron going to be on the pad, and when can I do this and buy this? And no, I would go, hey, man, when are you going to build another rocket bicycle, and can I ride it? Have
Oh, and not
fun with
only
people,
that,
man.
like what's next? Because he had put engines on everything, jet skits, his back, bicycles, everywhere. Like what's next?
Exactly, man.
Oh,
Honestly, man, he's just like us. He really is. We're all the same. The only thing that separates us is the amount of money in our freaking accounts. That's all that separates us, really. But you get down to
okay.
the brass tacks, we're all the same people. Look in the chats. You guys
I
look
mean,
in the chats. The chat
I don't know,
is here
brother,
right
but
now.
Peter Beck for me is one in a billion. I mean, you don't get a guy like Peter Beck that often. I mean, I don't think he's like an Albert Einstein, man. You get one of those guys with a big brain like that only once in a while. Like, I mean, it's crazy that he's so humble and down to earth, and like he is playing stuff so easy that I can even understand it. But the guy's a genius, man. I love the guy.
Oh, 100% agree. 100% agree. But at the same time, if you guys ever met my brother, you go, man, I love this guy. He's so laid back. He's so humble. He's
Mhm.
so freaking brilliant. Um, and he's got no idea of what his potential is. I take that same kind of mentality when it comes to investing, and I watch Beck. Just what you said, he's almost too humble. Almost too humble.
Mhm.
We're seeing things that we never believed would happen in our lifetime, and they're
Mhm.
doing it. Like I said, normal everyday thing. Like it's
It's
nothing.
very true, man.
And sometimes we take it for granted. And we're arguing over is Neutron going to launch in November, December, or first quarter of next year? If that's our biggest worry as investors, if that's our biggest concern, man, we're doing really freaking good. We're doing really
Tell you
good.
what, all I know is that every day that passes, we are closer to that launch. And every day that passes, like we are getting closer to that catalyst of seeing Neutron on the pad and seeing money flying all over the place. Is I mean, we're getting closer. We're already in the middle
Yeah.
of July, and we're getting closer.
And one more day closer to the launch party at Wallops.
Yeah, that too. That's gonna be fun, man. That's gonna be a blast.
That's going to be
I
so
mean,
much fun.
there's a lot of cool stuff, man, coming up. Like we got that. There's a lot. This guy said that I guess he's talking about Peter in the comments. Like I'm putting the comments. Can you read them now? When I put them up like that, Chris.
I can't see the comments. I always have
Not even when I
Liam.
put them on the screen.
Even when I see them on the screen, no. Unless it's like 2 or 3 words, I can't see them because it's so
Okay.
small. But yeah, I always rely on Liam to read the comments out to me.
Okay. So Sponge Rob is saying that it is the combination of genius and engineering. I don't think he's humble though. It's just a Kiwi underspoken style. He's actually pretty confident, just doesn't bullshit. Well, I agree with that because I said people like I think I haven't said it here live, but we spoke about this before, and I told you this. I'm like, man, I think people underestimate Peter Beck, and I think he's very competitive. He just keeps that stuff inside, and people don't see it because he's a Kiwi. But like, I think he is very competitive, and he does stuff like he pays attention to everything. I mean, remember the no water thing? Boom, soon enough in that quarter, we have water. He's on it, bro. Like you can't like he's humble, but he's competitive. You can't really push him too much.
He's also watching. He's
He's
also watching us.
watching
I don't
all
I
the
don't know if
time.
you guys know that or not, but yeah, Sir Peter Beck, hello, buddy. Thank you. I know you're watching. Um, that has been confirmed, which is crazy. And Francisco is always emailing the company, going, "Hey, update your website, update your website." uh, what's
Dude, man.
awesome, man, is that us as retail investors, we're so involved that we're actually a day or two ahead, or we're at least on time. We're not going to miss much, if anything. You guys are amazing. Thanks for everybody in the
We
chat.
got Bass CNC saying that can I mail you a laptop, Chris?
I have one. I have one. I just
I think they just want
I
to
don't
see your
have
face. A laptop with a camera in the front so they can
I
see
don't
you.
have I don't dude, I don't pay for internet out here. I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. I know that's kind of crazy, but I do live in the middle of nowhere for a reason. But I do have a laptop, and yeah, internet will probably happen soon enough. But I do go live sometimes. You'll see my face when we go live for an electron launch at like 3 or 4 in the morning. I have no choice. I can't be outside because it's just too dark, and I have to show my big dumb head. But we try and avoid all that if possible. Uh, we've got more sexy people in the chats, like Jacob and Francisco and Yanni.
But
We can show their
Jacob
faces.
just became a lot sexier, man. On that play that he's doing, he's making so much money, bro. We're like messing with him. We're like, bro, Jacob, you are the sexiest man alive right now.
He is, man. I
We
love,
love
I
Jacob, man.
love Mr.
Jacob's
Jacob,
a
bro. I
cool
can't.
dude, bro.
He's
Yeah, I
gonna
love
be up, bro. He's gonna be East Coast soon, man. He's gonna be out East Coast very soon. We're gonna go live from the river, live from Wallops. Man, it's just gonna get better from here. Lots of fun coming up.
He's saying Chris might need an iPad then. You need a better camera for the river. I guess you need a better camera, bro.
I do, man. I need a better camera. I need a better headset. Look, I'll tell you the truth, man. I didn't when I first went live. I thought it was me and Francisco and Johnny Mac, maybe like 1 or 2 other people, because we message all day, every day, like 20. Literally, Francisco will message me at like 3 in the morning, and I love it. But I get messages like, "Hey, man, don't check this out. This is crazy." So one day I was like, I get a little buzz going. I'm gonna go my kayak, and I was like, hey man, I'll just go live on X. It'd be a lot easier for just the three of us to chat. Well, next thing I know, there's like 274 people in the freaking chat. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that at all. And then Liam found me, and Reese found me on X, and through YouTube, and now we're doing all this. It's just
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of
I
fun.
wasn't even planning of doing this. I'm taking over Liam. Everybody knows that he's the host of Brothers. But like you said, he's on vacation, and I've been filling in for him. And I don't know, he's gonna have to give me a pay raise because I'm not supposed to be the lead
Oh,
guy.
you
Taking
definitely,
over him.
bro, you definitely deserve
Like
a pay raise. Yeah,
I'm
you need
about
a
to hit
pay
him up.
raise.
Like, what's up, mate? I need a pay raise.
Bro, think about this, man. We've got the best team. We've got the
Yeah,
best team available. We've got you. We've got Jacob. We've had Maddie on here, Dave
yeah,
G,
it's
Scott
cool,
O.
man. That's
You
cool.
know, the best of the best, and we bring the best information, and we have fun with it. The best.
You have
All right, so
Brad, you have Space, they jumped in. You have a lot of people that jumped in. Everybody's willing to jump in. It's cool.
bro, you surprised me the other night with Brett coming in.
It's
I've been
good,
trying to get
man.
him on for like 2 months. He's like, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Brett. And I know I'm sure he hated all the Palantir questions, but bro, thank you, love you. Um, I don't think there's a person we have in our group that can't answer a question when it comes to a Tesla or NVIDIA or a Rocket Lab or an ASTS. Um, it's not about me. It's not about Liam. It's about us as a group. And I think that's why we have so much fun. Is that we get a lot of information, but at the same time, we're just sitting back having a beer, just laughing, you know, just chilling, making plans for future parties. Uh,
Yeah.
if you guys are not scheduled to come out for the Neutron party, uh, DM me. That's going to happen very, very soon. Probably October, first week.
Yeah, let's see. I think when Peter Beck, he's definitely before the launch because Peter Beck offered to do like an investor day, right? And kind of investor day slash like a party for us so we can go out there. And I think they even offered to give us a tour of the pad, right? So that'll be cool. And then Spice said on Vince's channel that he's willing to party with us a little bit. And obviously you got the famous Ashley Vance added to your list. So he's gonna be a blast, man. I'm sure everybody's excited about that.
Yeah, they haven't done a Neutron or I'm sorry, a Record Lab investor like live video update since what 21, 22. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
And
yesterday was 2022, I think, right? Yeah, yeah, on the
yeah,
Intrepid in New York City. That was a good one.
yeah. So why not have a annual um, Neutron or Haste Club party every year at Wallops? We all show
That'd
up
be, that'd be cool.
and we do an investors, you know, just like Beck said, just like Spice said, we do an investors party.
Yeah, that'd be really
It
cool.
doesn't have to be a launch, you know, it doesn't have to be a launch, but
Very cool.
probably easier for Beck if it's not a launch. They're not so stressed out,
Right,
and we do get the backstage, you know, invite to see the somebody can maybe Jacob construct a rocket. Oh,
I think everybody wants to do that, bro.
yeah, exactly. I want to construct a rocket too. I want to construct a rocket too. But
They're gonna
yeah, I think that
they're gonna put limits. I don't think they're gonna let us touch it because I'm pretty sure they know that we all want to do that.
yeah. Well, you
You
know,
know
if
what
we
would
keep
be
doing,
cool though if we can sign like something. If they let us sign something, they're gonna launch or something like something. That'll be crazy. Like have the investors sign. I don't know, like a satellite or something. I
bro,
know
I
they
love
do
that.
it.
Even if we just sign the fairing, like we all just like get a Sharpie and sign the fairing,
Something. That'd be
that would
really
be awesome. It's not going to change anything. It won't hurt to wait. I mean, they can still launch the freaking
cool.
rocket.
No, a
I
lot of
mean,
companies do that. I mean, they have obviously we're not the engineers, but people that work in the company sometimes they sign stuff. I know
hey,
more.
I honestly believe that Beck loves us as far as us average retail people, as far as investors. I've seen the I've seen the live with the guys, on the weekly, and um, point in case, I watched Scotto ask Beck directly about Haste, and seen Beck go, "Wow, you guys know your stuff," because we do. We've done our research, and I honestly believe they're very impressed with us as retail investors as far as what we know about what they have going on.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so too. I think a lot of CEOs, especially in space, are actually doing the same thing. They're like paying attention to the retail now. Retail is gotten more powerful, and the CEOs are noticing that. Like you got Redwire CEO that came on Space. Remember that on Space on Live on
oh yeah,
what's
oh
the
yeah.
night? And then like you get Firefly CEOs like CEO, that'll be good. So they're definitely recognizing there's something out there with retail investors, and that's good. It's actually great. I love the time that we live in right now, where like CEOs pay attention to retail investors and come and talk to us. It's just so much fun, man. Especially when it comes to space, because that's the most exciting part about it. Because we love space and we love investing, so you get the two of them together.
Oh, and what did Spice say? He said, yeah. He said, Peter's not like the kind of like party guy, but I'm down. Let's have a few drinks. So we maybe we see Peter Beck, but odds are, man, Spice is going to show up
Uh,
and have some fun with
yes,
us. Have a
yeah,
few drinks. Um, and yeah, maybe we do get lucky. We get backstage. The whole quote unquote backstage pass. See
be
things up
fun.
close. Be a lot of fun. Yeah, be a lot of fun. We'll bring the Maddies and the Dave G's, those guys. We'll do some live streams with Core Memory with Ashley Vance. And again, if you guys don't want to be on live, that's fine, no big deal. But I've already spoken with Ashley Vance and the guys at Core Memory. They're bringing a lot of stuff out. It's going to be a big deal, a lot bigger than I think most of us are realizing. Because
That'll be
you
fun.
don't, bro. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm still hoping I can make
We'll
it.
be listen. We'll be celebrities like Brett. Brett is like on the comments. Be like we beat celebrities like Brett. You know they did an article. What was it? The Wall Street Journal, something like that. He was on it. For
Yeah,
Cap.
man. He's Mr.
That was
Sexy, dude. He's
yeah.
Mr. Sexy, dude. I mean, yeah. That's the beauty of this community is we've got the best of the best. These guys in the Wall Street Journal,
Yeah.
they make predictions. They are way ahead of us. I mean, there's no way I do this live stream without you guys. There's no way. Where do you
I
think this?
love like remember what I did I hit up Netflix? I mean I didn't tell this story, but like when they said they were gonna start covering launches for NASA, like I'm like Chris, I'm just gonna hit them up and I called them and they answered, but they didn't get back to me. But I was pushing them like, hey, what about you guys do the Neutron launch and Rocket Lab and you guys do something small on the retail investors? I guess they didn't like my idea, but hey, whatever. If I actually best
No,
is
dude, I remember that.
better
I
if
remember
Ashley
that.
Best does
So what I did, man, what I did, I was like, you know what? I was thinking, I was like, you know what? We're already doing this Neutron party.
Yeah,
Um, Ashley Vance is already coming out. He already has his core memory group. He's already done Wild Ball Space and multiple books.
exactly,
Um,
exactly.
how about we just help Vance just beat Netflix to the fucking goal?
No, we're
Um,
definitely gonna do that because what I was trying to sell to Netflix is like they love doing stuff like that too. Do like the life of everybody, like oh Francisco came from this, blah blah blah, and like oh how did you get started on Rocket Lab and do something small right before the Neutron launch and make a whole series about it. I think it would be cool. I mean, I would be fine. I'm sure Brett would love to be on it. Brett
oh,
has
Brett
already
will be
experienced
jumping in
about it.
and
He's already
sharing
a
my
celebrity.
volunteers all involved. And no, bro, that's the whole thing is that we can beat them to the punch. Why
Yeah,
is it gonna be Netflix if we got Ashley Vance in our back pocket? Not that we do have it in our back pocket, saying that in a rude way, but like as a friendly way, going, hey, we got this guy that writes these books and does these documentaries, and um, Netflix is already trying to overtake the launch. But here we are as YouTube guys, whether it's a Brett or a Jacob or a Matt
Right,
or
right.
you or me. Um, uh, he's going to relate to us more. He's going to relate to us a lot more, and just challenge that altogether. Because if they want the real information, they want the real retail information, what it's like to be a retail investor. They've got to talk to us. They have to talk to us.
And we love like Ashley Banks. It'll be fun. I think it's just be fun for the whole community. And another thing showing how retail has an edge over what Brett said over institutional. Yeah, we do have an edge. Like we do more research altogether on X, and like it's the information that we get all together in the community. It's like so good, and we have that edge that they don't have. It'll be cool if they do an episode of that. I mean, if Ashley wants to do it, that'll be really cool.
If
It's
I need
already like
numbers,
back to riches.
bro, if I need numbers on Rocket Lab, I can message 3 to 5 people right now, and you can message the same people. If I need a theory or a thesis on Neutron, I've got 3 to 5 people I can message right now, and
Yeah,
2 of them come live right now. We know that.
yeah,
That's the strength of this
sure,
community. So
sure.
yeah, let let Netflix do what they're going to do. But I think as a community, we know Vance, and uh, just as much as I'm going to promote Jacob and Brett and Maddie and Dave and Scotto and Vince and you, I'm going to promote Ashley because that's us. That's
Yeah,
who we
yeah,
are.
exactly.
Yep.
Hey, that kind of
Um,
question. What do you think about this? I guess can you see the screen, Chris? I guess
yeah, I
Scott was
can.
coming up with this, and he said that. What do you think about this? What is in that picture? I don't know. That's Project Kuiper. It says the view from space minutes after all satellites. Um, well, I don't know. For Kuiper mission, Falcon 9 satellites are released over 20 seconds over an 8-minute period, and all 24 satellites are powered positive and operating nominal. I don't know. Is that like Spencer's? What is this?
All right, so I'm sure the ASTS community is going to hate me for this, but um, they are settling to hurry up and rush their Kuiper satellites up, and they're settling for not the most prime positions in orbit. They'll
Mm,
still they're going to still execute and do well, but it's not exactly what they wanted, in my opinion.
mm,
Moving forward, yeah, we all thought to some degree that your competition is not going to help you out. Well, SpaceX is trying to get to Mars. That's their main goal, so they're going to make money. So if that means launching Starlink or launching Kuiper, they're going to make money. Can't fault them for that. Can't fault them for that. But
we
they're
gotta.
jumping on rideshare mission.
I don't care about any of them. We're gonna be launching satellites, bro, and we're gonna make
And
billions.
you're not going to be able. Yeah, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but everybody bookmark me now, and I'm going to say this right now. But when it comes to Flatlight, in the next 3 to 5 years, there's going to be zero competition. Zero. They're going to dominate the defensive space division and make a big impact on the commercial side. Big impact.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. I'm going through X, see if there's anything that pops up, and there's actually no news today. There's nothing that we haven't covered that we didn't cover yesterday or the day before. But it's fun. Just can you see the screen? Just to go through everybody's post, man. Everybody's so excited that we hit 47. We might even hit 48 at one point. If not, we got very, very close. I think we did hit 48 today. If not, like a close after hours, we definitely hit it, I think. And yeah, but it's so cool. Everybody's just posting. fun stuff.
Yeah, I think
Seven.
we're going to see a 30%, maybe 20% swing in the next 24 hours, either up or down. But
What do
yeah,
you
and
think about this
finally,
guy?
man, I mean, look, you know me, I wanted to drop down to like 17 so I can buy more. Um, but it's looking very strong with all the new analysts coming out and giving new price targets. Um, it's going to hold.
What about Song Liao? He has this thing going to 79, bro, with a blue diamond on it. He
All
has
right, so all right,
79.
so all right, so you're gonna ask me this question. All right, so is that by end of year or is that what's that timeline? What's that timeline for
No,
that 79?
this is what the thing is just doing that we're just gonna keep going up and we're gonna hit 79. That's not a timeline. That's just he does charts. He said he
All right,
saw that
so
on Rock Lab in May and flipped incredibly bullish to diamond blue. And he will update at the moment it reverts back to a pink. So I guess when he changed to the blue diamond, he does charts. I don't really do charts, but he has it going to 79. I don't know. What do you think?
all right, so I think I think he's low.
He's low.
I think he's low.
You think
Um,
he's low?
remember when we were back at like 410, 412, and I was like, we'll be at 8 by December. And it was like October of like last year, year before, and everyone was like, "You're freaking nuts! There's no freaking way." So, all right, so he's saying 79, probably within the next 60 to 90 days. That puts us before the first of the year. If we get Neutron on the pad, and only if we get Neutron on the pad, but if we get
Yeah,
Neutron on the pad, we do a full, complete wet dress rehearsal. You know,
that's right.
minimum of
That's right.
79 is going to be base case.
Yeah,
79 is going to be
I
base
don't.
case.
I think.
We're looking at 100, probably 14, 129 around that range by
You know what?
January. Yeah,
Don't ask me. I got an infinity on it. I don't know. This thing might get to 100 pretty quick. Who knows? Now,
we shouldn't be
what
here
about
now.
when he said this? Like, yeah, we shouldn't be here now. I agree. But Bank of America, like, they changed the price target too from 30 to 50. That's a $20 difference, bro. That was today. You had a chance to look at that?
Yeah, I did, and that's my point. That's my point. Is that the market's finally starting to catch on, and so their evaluation is going to be a lot higher than what you and I would normally give an evaluation for. But again, we don't control the markets, and
Mhm.
that's what's going to push the stock. So if you and I say, yeah, they're going to be at 82, 89, within 3 or 4 months, odds are the market's going to go, we're going to push that another 20, $40 ahead, and be overvaluated, obviously. I think that would be, and not that I'm not saying that you should buy now, and I'm not saying that's going to go there. I'm just saying that most likely right now there's going to be a lot of FOMO in Rocket Lab,
Right.
um, and we're going to see some crazy valuations.
Yeah.
Uh,
Here's your boy Matty saying, but when Lambo? I'm sure he got his Lambo now, man, with that Palantir, like what, 150 something. And then he has a lot of good stocks, man. Matt does. He's such a humble guy. I love Matt, man, and he does give some good stocks advice to people like on his channel, man. Like he has Rocket Lab, I'm sure he's killing it, but then he has that next. I got a little bit of next because of Matt, but that
and
thing is running, man. He went from 7 to 11. He has some
bro.
good
I
ones,
tried.
man. Like he's a great guy.
He's fucking brilliant. And that Maddie, bro. I tried to. I messaged you earlier. I wanted to get you on. If you got a few minutes, jump in here, man. Please jump in here. I got a few questions. As far as Win Lambo, uh, the second that you buy that sweet water feature in Texas, I'll be in Dallas in October. I can come out and do a free consult. Actually, not free. I got to charge like $250, but you know, that's how you make money around here. But yeah, I'll do a consult. But yeah, man, if you got a few minutes, jump in here. I've got a question or two that I don't think you're thinking about. If not, no big deal. Maybe next week.
Yeah, I think probably it'll be good next week. We got to get off from here like pretty soon because we got the guys on X. They're about to go live like at 8. But they got the spaces. I don't know what they're gonna talk about because they talk about all the space companies. Uh, what do we got? Somebody said one Lambo. They said Matt Money as soon as Rocket Mortgages moves. Yeah, that's a joke that Matt has been saying for years. And let's see, but I'm pretty sure Matt has money now for a few Lambos, not only one. When I want to say when private jet and when island. He was looking at islands at one point in private jets. This dude was trying to buy a freaking island.
When adopting Chris? That's what I want to know. You know, when are you gonna adopt Chris, Maddie? That's adopt Chris. That's the next win. You get your Lambo, you get your island,
You
you got
said
a
the
few
same
houses.
thing. Like, so you move up to island money now, Matt. Yeah, those are two, man. He is June. Let me tell you, Matt has that island money already. Don't let him fool you. That dude made some really good plays on a bunch of companies, bunch of stocks. Good moves, man. I'm happy for him. Great guy. But hey, like I don't think we have anything else other than that. The Bank of America increasing their price target. So let's just wrap it up because I'm gonna chill for a little bit, take my dog out, and then we have the spaces. I want to listen to that one at 8 o'clock. Our friends over at on X. So what do you think, Chris? You got anything else?
If we haven't missed anything in chats, June, love you as always. Thank you for joining in. Maddie, always thank you for joining in. Yeah, as long as we have not missed anyone in the chats, uh, take a break and we'll join in with Jacob and Brett and Spaces and all the guys on a Wednesday night. Spaces on
Yeah.
X. Yeah, yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. Thanks for showing up, and yeah, you guys have a great night, and like we'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, this is Chris and Francisco, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Good night.